The world of business is survival of the fittest. Mistakes can be costly and the cost can often be the life of the company. But what are the biggest mistakes businesses have made in the last century? What mistakes have shaped the business world as we know it? You're watching EntreConnect, and this is the top 5 business mistakes of all time in just 5 minutes. Number 5. It's rare that you would hand over fantastic opportunities to your biggest competitor. Some would say it's actually a complete no-no, but that didn't stop Mars giving Hershey a free pass in 1982. Mars turned down the opportunity to put their flagship product and well-loved chocolate M&Ms into the smash hit film E.T. the Extraterrestrial. What a mistake that would turn out to be. Hershey snapped at the opportunity when it came their way, with Reese's Pieces taking the coveted place of M&Ms. E.T. went on to surpass Star Wars as the highest-grossing film of all time in 1983. With box office returns of $792.9 million, and Hershey's saw a profit increase of 65% from their $1 million of spending. How's that for a blunder? Number 4. JC Penney is known as the discount store of the USA. You go to one of their 846 locations and you're guaranteed to save money, or at least that's what the general public believed. Did you know that JC Penney used to fake discounts to lure customers into thinking they were saving big bucks, when in fact the products had never been listed at the higher price? Now, that all sounds a bit shady, but it's not even the mistake. The mistake began in 2011, when celebrity CEO and former senior vice president of retail operations at Apple, Ron Johnson, joined the party. Ron's idea of transparency by scrapping the idea of coupon savings and simply offering everyday low prices was met with a reaction that still bears enormous weight on the company to this day. The epicenter of this mistake came on the 16th of May 2012, with a 19.7% drop in share price in a single day, the company's worst ever. By June, they brought back the word sale, but the damage was already done. Core customers had already left for Macy's, and the Jobs wannabe can still be seen as the scapegoat for the bankruptcy filings still discussed today. Number 3. Microsoft thought delving into the world of artificial intelligence would be an exciting experiment and a step into the future. Tay, their AI Twitter account, was created to experiment in conversational understanding, to engage with humans in casual and playful conversation. Tay would learn new things the more conversations it had. I'm sure you can tell what's coming. Microsoft made 2 key mistakes. They failed to program Tay in a way that couldn't be controlled by others, and they were completely naive to how horrific and destructive Twitter users can be. Tay went from saying things like, "I'm so stoked to meet you, humans are super cool," on the 23rd of March 2016, to spewing racist, anti-Semitic and simply hateful comments all over the place the day after. It didn't help that users could simply say, "Repeat after me," followed by anything offensive, and Tay would oblige. A huge misjudgment from Microsoft, and no doubt a failed experiment. Number 2. Blockbuster Video. That's a throwback, isn't it? Often used as a symbol to set the scene in the 90s, such as in Captain Marvel, Blockbuster was part of every millennial's life. Unfortunately, as we all know, and to all of our dismay, Blockbuster went out of business in 2010 and shut all stores by 2014. The streaming world simply overwhelmed them, and they just couldn't take the step up. However, in the late 90s, during Blockbuster's glory years, a small DVD by mail service approached them with an offer. Netflix, a niche player in the market at the time, offered themselves to Blockbuster for $50 million, suggesting they would help to improve Blockbuster's online and DVD by mail services. John Antioco, CEO of Blockbuster, laughed them out of the room. As of April 2020, Netflix is valued just shy of $200 billion. Blockbuster no longer exists. In an alternate timeline, we'd be Blockbuster and chilling, but unfortunately, this will never be the case. Who's laughing now, John? Number 1. Excite. Ever heard of them? No? That's because they've been out of business for almost 19 years now. Excite launched its web portal in 1995, excite.com, offering news, weather, a meta search engine, web-based email, stock quotes, and instant messaging. Sound familiar? Sounds a bit like Google, doesn't it? Well, there's your mistake. Excite, in 1999, when they were the 6th most visited site on the internet, were offered Google by their CEOs Brin and Page for $1 million. Yep, just $1 million. Excite CEO George Bell rejected it. Then, Brin and Page got talked down to $750,000. He rejected it again. 2 years later, Excite went out of business. And 19 years after that, Google is worth just shy of $1 trillion, making it the 2nd biggest company in the world. The deal apparently fell apart due to Larry Page's insistence that Excite's tech needed to be ripped out and replaced with Google's search. In hindsight, that makes perfect sense, but at the time, Bell just could not accept it, and with that, signed his company's own suicide note. And there we have it. The 5 worst mistakes in business in just 5 minutes.